So Bill Gates, how you doing? Welcome to the Garden Between Us. I'm sitting in my house right now, and I just got out of the car, and it's a great place for me to think. Now I've mentioned Bill Gates. It's a big name. A lot of people are talking about Bill Gates. People are obsessed with talking about Bill Gates. You can go to certain YouTube videos and it's Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Bill Gates, and it's a lot of hate. People are scared of this man, and let's be honest, people are always afraid of what they do not know. When you meet someone who's more intelligent than you are, you really can't tell how intelligent they are. So there's a lot of unknowing. When you meet someone who's super successful, you can't even fathom how they're able to schedule their day to be that successful. So there's a lot of unknowns. Why are we talking about Bill Gates today? We're talking about agriculture. What does Bill Gates have to do with agriculture? And this, to some people, is a scary thing. The world's richest man for how many years in a row? I think 19 years in a row. He recently was the richest man. May have been passed by Elon Musk. So, doesn't matter if you're second or third to Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or any of these super hyper successful in terms of monetary value, in terms of influence. It doesn't matter. They're on a different level. And when we're thinking agriculture, that's our sustenance. We are super dependent on food and where it comes from. So we get afraid. This person we know nothing about, because he's such an enigma to the average man, we automatically go on conspiracy theories. Bill Gates is doing this and this and this. I bring this up, and it got brought in my head because a friend reaches out to me. He says, "What do you think about what's happening in Colorado? Is Bill Gates really trying to ban cattle farming and animal husbandry?" It's like, whoa. How does a single man do that? What we're going to talk about right now is Bill Gates' influence in agriculture. So he is the largest agricultural landowner in the United States of America. He is also largest stakeholders of these two companies. He's not the largest. He has a large stake in the companies of Impossible Burger and Beyond Meat. They are artificial meat substitutes. What I mean by artificial is they're taking proteins from plants, soys and corns, and then turning into a meat-like substance to replicate a burger. Now, people, here's a gist of the conspiracies that are out there. That Bill Gates is buying up all this agricultural land so he can turn people onto this fake meat and control people by controlling the food supply and genetically modifying, because he's been involved in GMOs, genetically modified organisms, or more properly, GEs, genetic engineered, where people are taking the DNA of one organism, putting another. And he's heavily invested in this. He was invested in particularly the golden rice, which the idea behind it, hey, we have this monocultural system set up. Let's get more nutrients into a monocultural system, and it'll help with blindness. Now, there's tons of conspiracies over why Bill Gates is doing this. I personally don't know enough about that topic, nor do I know enough about the topic at hand. And I know quite a bit. People who do not know, they rush to the conclusion that he is trying to take over everything. Let's break it down. Let's pretend like we don't jump to conspiracy theories. Because I can go very in-depth into conspiracy theories because I do study a lot and I see the trends in agriculture. So I can say, oh, X, Y, and Z is happening over here, A, B, C is happening over there. You multiply that, you look at all these moves. Yeah, something's going on. Who is Bill Gates? Well, Bill Gates' best friend, you can usually judge someone by who their best friend is Warren Buffett. Right, they play chess together, or checkers. I think they might just play checkers together. And they talk, they exchange ideas, and they have Warren Buffett's the largest donor to Bill Gates' charity because he trusts this man. Just if I give him money, he's going to do good things with it. And it's always been a problem for people. What am I going to do with all this money? How do I do good? Bill Gates stepped down as Microsoft CEO to focus on his charity projects. Right? All right. So this huge thing, the Bill and Gates Melinda Foundation, who's making these moves globally in agriculture, in healthcare, and now he's buying this. People are so afraid that, oh, this is all just a scheme for global domination. But remember, who did we just say he's friends with? Warren Buffett. What is Warren Buffett the best at? Making money. This man has developed his mind to make money. What is Bill Gates then? Well, he's proven it. Not only is his best friend this, but he has proven it. He knows how to make money. You watch the trends, you see where things are going, and you invest. Bill Gates saw an opportunity. We're not playing any games right here. We're just saying this is the type of guy he is. He sees an opportunity and he goes and he invests in it. He sees an opportunity in agriculture. There's a large opportunity. There has been farms going out for generations where we're down to less than 4% of Americans are farmers compared to it's like 90% 100 something years ago. Drastically decreased since the 70s. Farmland is just opening up. Well, there's been different acquisitions of the largest chemical companies, the largest beef production companies, even getting smaller. All right, so there's been things happening and there's been changes in the markets of what people are eating. Anyway, big changes happening. And he sees there's opportunity to invest into agriculture. It's the most stable market in terms of people are always going to be consuming. But right now, people don't know how to make money in agriculture to make it the industry of millionaires and billionaires. But we know that there is something needs to be done. So someone who's been focused on making money, like Bill Gates, and knows how to run things and put teams together, invests in this. He sees there's a future in agriculture. Next, all right, he's in these artificial meats. I don't have to agree with artificial meats. I can come up with reasons why you should not eat this. Surely, using my logic and what I know, I personally will not consume Impossible Burger and Beyond Burger, not even to try to say I did it. I have no interest. Well, why invest in these companies besides some conspiracy theory? Looking at the trends, where are people going? People are going towards vegan. And for a whole bunch of reasons. We can say it's propaganda. Wait. There's already was trends of people going vegan and vegetarian. It's already becoming popular because of animal welfare, because of environmental reasons. People are going that way. And then media catches on. They say, hey, we can advertise to them. So people start advertising. People start then becoming more vegans and vegetarians pop up. More options pop up, so it becomes easier to do. When something's easier, more people come in. The innovators have set the way. And now, it took 100 years. There was vegetarian societies 100 plus years ago in the late 1800s. So it's taken a long time. And now, more people are doing it. It becomes easier. You go into it. And then what are we heading towards? More people saying, hey, I don't want to pollute the environment. I don't want to mistreat animals. Now, not knowing anything about the industry, you think, oh, well, that just means I won't eat meat. Oh, and I read a article that said meat's bad for me anyway. Right or wrong, whether I agree with it or not, that is where the trends are going. So what are you going to put your money in? You're going to put your money in the companies that actually came up with the product that people can crave because it's like meat, but it's vegetarian and supposedly eco-friendly. Superficially, I am only talking superficially because I'd have to really go through this to explain whether it is or not better for the environment. But the logic jump is if I consume plants instead of meat, it's better for the environment. That's what media has told me, so therefore I go with it. right or wrong, people are thinking that way. So Bill Gates sees the opportunity and then he invests in it. And how else should you invest in it? Well, let's buy the land because the land's becoming available, the land's becoming cheaper. It is. Farmers are having to sell their land because they're not competing with the bigger companies. Right or wrong, this is just the way the things have been going. It's been like this for over 100 years. So how you can't shame a man for investing into this. So here's a breakdown where I am not for or against anything. How about that? I actually presented an opinion. I'm not for or against anything, but put out the logical reasons why a man like Bill Gates, best friends with Warren Buffett, would invest in agricultural land and invest in meat alternatives, Impossible Burger, and or Beyond Burger and Impossible. I don't even know. I don't consume the stuff, but you know the products I'm talking about. That is smart. That is genius level of thinking. He did it because he's the type of guy to do it. Joe Schmo is not doing it. Joe Schmo is either unaware that it's happening or is coming up with conspiracies of that this guy is after something. Meanwhile, he's just a smart and successful businessman. Now, again, I told you, I'm not someone who's going to consume these products. I told you that I can come up with a lot of conspiracy theories behind things because of the lot of knowledge I know. Doesn't mean that they're right, but I can come up with better ones than a lot of people because of the information I have. Yet I'm opting out, and I'm then breaking down just the type of person Bill Gates is, and not looking to put any intentions into him because I haven't heard him say any intentions. And I don't expect people to admit their intentions, but I also don't assume people's intentions. So I'm putting that aside, whether I like the guy or not, putting that aside. It's not for me to say. Whether I think that meat alternatives are the right way to go in agriculture, I'm putting that aside. Whether I think genetically engineered crops are the way to go, I'm putting that aside. Whether I think it's right or wrong for one of the world's richest men to be owning the farmland, whether that's right or wrong, I'm putting that aside. Why do I care? Why do I really care? This man is just someone who goes after and does it. If I want to make a difference, I'll work on myself and do myself. I have no reason to call him down. I have a lot of respect for someone who is actually looking at what's happening and doing something about it. So I don't know if he's going to go right or he's going to go left with it. I don't know. And I'm not claiming it's good to be ignorant because I don't be ignorant. I just don't put my opinions and I don't speak from what I want to see. People want an enemy. If you disagree with what Bill Gates is doing, find a way to acquire the land and do something that you believe is beneficial for the land to do. What you should learn from all of this is that agriculture is the place to invest your money. Vegetarian is the way to invest your money, or to convince people that you can eat meat and be sustainable, and then money will go there. And then you're achieving your goal of sustainability and resiliency, regenerative agriculture, whatever you want to call it. You're achieving all that. But let's look at what we can learn from Bill Gates. Do what he is doing. Invest in all that if you want to make that difference. He's taking advantage of a market. Or if you don't care about the difference, but you are an investor, look, follow the trends. Don't just start making conspiracy theories. Wow, I can't believe that's just the way people go, and people can't just look at things and say, it is what it is. It's not affecting me right now today. So what do I care? I'll make my decisions and buy from where I want to buy. If I'm worried that I won't be able to buy organic and free ranged and all this stuff, then go out and make sure it happens. Put your consumer dollars in it, invest into it, start it up yourself. Simple as that. Welcome to the garden between us, and I hope you have enjoyed that. And if you want, start a comment feed. of all the conspiracy theories you want to throw in there, how I'm right, how I'm wrong. Go ahead. That's free for you, because that's not my opinion what you're going to be discussing. You're allowed to discuss that, and I may learn from something that someone puts out there. So go ahead and enjoy.